Guys, surprise, surprise, I'm not sitting in my room of books and emotions. That doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, probably shouldn't go down there. As it's now October, I got the urge to go on a walk, and there are a lot of trails where I live. So I just picked one that I haven't been to for a long time, like since I was a child, long time. And it was extremely dissatisfying. So I'm going to a different one. The first trail I went on was... That is a giant hole in the ground. You could die stepping in that, not paying attention. Well, not die, your ankles wouldn't like you very much. The first trail I went to was basically just a glorified wilderness area between backyards, when it wasn't just running by open fields that had soccer fields or baseball fields or playgrounds in them. One thought I've had basically since I woke up today was that quote from, I believe, Anne of Avonlea, where and says, "I'm so glad I live in a world with Octobers." And it doesn't quite feel like October yet, because what is fall, apparently? We've had a couple maybe fall-ish days in all of September. And October is not starting off much better. But hopefully it'll cool down soon. I've officially started wearing scarves again and beanies. So this is an idea I've had for a while. I thought it'd be cool to do kind of more vlog-y, introspective, stream of consciousness, whatever you want to call them, videos while walking in the woods or just being out in nature, rambling as I'm rambling, if you will. This is the trail I'm following, so if you ever wonder why I'm being unsteady or I'm out of breath, this is why. Looks like I'm back on a completely abandoned road. Oh, wait. Yeah. This is a fun part of the city I live in. So I just finished a book today that was maybe the best book I've read this year. I'd have to go back through my list to see what else I've read, but it was amazing. It took me a bit longer to read than I would have liked because I kept having to fight due dates and hold lists and read all the other books where I was fighting due dates and hold lists. But I finally got it done. I read for like 7 hours straight Friday night because my sleep schedule is completely healthy and never ever consists of ill-timed naps and then powering through early mornings because I have to work all day and I'll be more tired if I try to get an hour's worth of sleep. The book was The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. And it's the first Brandon Sanderson book I've read. And I'm not sure why it took me this long. There are a lot of people who will disagree with me on this subject, but I kind of measure good fantasy against The Lord of the Rings. I guess you could say I have different standards of fiction. Like, there's the young adult fiction, which is much less focused on world building and is more about character and plot, even though the characters and plot of a lot of young adult fantasy is unfortunately similar. Then I have the children's fantasy, which I consider the more absurdist it is, the better it is. And then I have like the high fantasy, which is what I measure against The Lord of the Rings. Because it's like supreme focus on world building and crafting the mythos of the people who live in the book. And there's a lot of like political structure, and I'm not being very extremely academic and intelligent about this analysis because I'm literally just talking about it while walking through the woods. So far, Brandon Sanderson's book, The Final Empire, which is the first book in the Mistborn series, holds up very well against The Lord of the Rings. They're not the same at all. They're both fantasy, but in the sense of the world is very real in The Final Empire, and the world is very real in The Lord of the Rings. They match up well. I can't watch a book. I can't watch a book. Yeah, no. Books are for reading. You watch movies and TV shows. That's why they take far less brain power. Unless you're watching Black Mirror. And then half your brain is terrified while the other half of your brain is trying to figure out how quickly that technology could exist. I can't read a book or watch a movie or watch a TV show without comparing all of the characters in that book, movie, TV show to characters from other books, movies, or TV shows. How did this giant rock end up just in the middle of the road? How did that happen? Did it like fall off the cliff? It's not that major of a cliff, but maybe. How in danger of falling rocks am I? Like, for example, there's this character, Elrond, who, when you first meet him, he seems a lot like Marius in that he's kind of rebelling against the social structure, but he's also extremely distracted by this pretty girl he just met. But unlike Marius, this girl doesn't completely tear him away and distract him from talking about and trying to build this better world that he dreams of, or rather philosophizes about. The traffic's getting really loud. I'm gonna turn around. He continues to philosophize and is in a way encouraged to think more about the way the world is broken because of this girl. So he's like this weird mixture of Marius and Enjolras from Les Mis. And it's better because the girl that he kind of falls for is much more of an Eponine than a Cosette. So, hi. I just got jump scared by bikers and I saw them. Yeah, that's who I am in those people's minds now. I'm the crazy girl walking down a completely abandoned road talking to her phone. Not talking to someone on the phone, talking to her phone. Another character, Kelsier. Kelsier? I always want to say Kelsior, like Excelsior, but it's an I-E-R. English is weird. He kind of reminds me of Quoth from the books by Patrick Rothfuss that he has yet to write an ending book to, which I'm not salty about at all. But he also reminds me of a character from The Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, so he's like a weird combination of the two. That's when I think there's really good character development, when any character doesn't remind me of a single character from a different book. They're a weird combination of other ones. Anyway, I'll maybe do a more put together and intelligible review of this book if people want me to. I'm not sure what kind of videos I want to do primarily yet. I have a few ideas in the works. That's good, Amber. Start recording again and nearly die tripping over a rock. There's a video I really want to do, but I can't quite figure out the script for, talking about why I feel like I have a weird relationship with video games. I kind of use the term gamer fringe to describe myself, or gamer adjacent, because I don't really play video games. I play more now than I ever have before. Growing up, I always watched my brother play video games. So I'd kind of like to talk about how and why I don't consider myself a gamer and yet feel very connected to gamer culture. Oh, I'm out of the woods. I'm not walking up that hill. I'm driving up that hill.